It's definitely needed, because we know people say that there's no money in reggae, but that's not true. It's
That's
just
crazy.
that we're not getting the money.
There's a whole lot. There's nothing at all wrong with reggae. Ask all of the bands like Revolution and Soldier and The Green and all of those white American reggae bands that don't stop touring. They're filling every club. When you look on the Billboard album charts, you see 7 white American bands and 3 Jamaicans. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with reggae. There's something wrong with Jamaica.
The way we do business.
And the way
Or
we do
Caribbean
business.
people. Caribbean people. You
Yeah.
make. I don't want to let you go, Lloyd. You can tell. I keep saying this is the last question, then I come up with another one. You made a statement that some people may find controversial, and I just want you to clarify or explain why you made that statement. And I think the question was posed to you: where do you think? Where is reggae's biggest outlet fan base? And you said it was Africa. Explain that for me.
Well, I mean, I've been to Africa, several African countries, and I've been to countries in Europe, and I live in the USA, and I've traveled throughout North America, and I've observed how people in these various places embrace reggae and how they consume reggae. And my experience from all the countries I've been to, the place where reggae is most loved, even more than Jamaica, is Kenya. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It is in their blood. Yeah? And there are other countries like that. Yeah? So when I say it's the biggest market for reggae, it absolutely is. Because the people of Africa are receptive to reggae because of how reggae came about.
The struggle.
Reggae came about through its association with Rastafari and Rastafari's identification with Africa. That is what made reggae strong around the world. Reggae played a significant role in dismantling apartheid. Yeah? And when everybody was championing the cause of dismantling apartheid around the world, they embraced reggae. Yeah? So reggae means a whole lot to people in Africa. It's in their blood.
And of course, the
part
standard
of their
bearer,
everyday life.
the standard bearer in terms of that was Bob Marley.
It's a part of them. Yeah? And that is why they embrace it without even thinking. Yeah? And that is the reason why I say it's the best and the biggest market for reggae.
Right.
Africa. Without a doubt it is.
Okay. The last question that I'm going to take from the chat room is from Roddy Campbell. A question for you. Do you think the Minister of Culture in Jamaica should play a more prominent role in reggae music?
You really want me to answer that question?
He posed a question. He wants an answer, Lloyd. The nice answer, please.
The nice answer.
Yes.
The Ministry of Culture should without a doubt have a more prominent role in our music. Yeah, I have serious concerns about the current Minister of Culture.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the Ministry of Culture should have a very significant and more prominent role in the. I'm giving you the diplomatic answer.
Well, okay, but you know what I'm asking? Is the current Minister of Culture a female?
Yeah,
Okay, so it is Lisa Hanna you're talking about.
she's the Minister of Culture.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to put that out there for people who may not know. You know what, Lloyd? On that note, you have definitely reinforced for me the fact that we need a part 2. Because people are asking, they're texting Michelle, my phone is blowing up, Peter's getting calls. We have to have a part 2, Lloyd. Are you open to that? We'll set a date.
We can organize at a time that is mutually
Convenient.
convenient.
That sounds like lawyer speak.
No. I would be happy to talk with you again.
Do you have any plans to come to New York anytime soon?
No immediate plans.
Or maybe I need to take a trip to Florida and just have a sit
Maybe.
down with a camera and do the one-on-one. But it's 9:19. I can't keep you any longer.
Okay.
You've more than fulfilled my expectations for this conversation tonight. And for that, I want to say thank you very, very much. There were so many more questions that we wanted to ask, and I'm hoping that we didn't bore you with questions that you've heard so many times before.
No, not at all. And thanks for providing the opportunity for me to run up my mouth again.
Yes, I think you're in the right profession. How does, tell the listeners out there, and we're recording this piece, which is going to be aired again, tell the listeners how they get in touch with you.
The easiest way to find me is just to put Lloyd Stanbury in a computer and Google, or go to Facebook. And once you get there, you will find my email address. You'll also find my phone number.
Right.
I rely heavily on social media and what the technology allows us to do in terms of communicating. It's not very difficult to find me once you can spell my name.
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay,
and
absolutely.
I gave you my number and email address earlier.
I have them. I'm going to keep them. But don't call me people and ask me. But Lloyd, we're going to take you off air. But
when he's done.
We're actually...
Okay,
it's almost 9:30, Michelle.
Well, you see, that means it was a great interview.
You know I don't do interviews. We have conversations.
Somebody wants to say something to him. So when he comes off, he can stay online. He can listen online to what they have to say.
Okay, and you are logged in, yes, Lloyd? So someone wants to say something to you. So don't disconnect. I'm going to take you off air. Disconnect the call, but I know that you're logged in. If you just stay logging in. Yes, Michelle, the boss, is coming here. She's directing me right now. Once again, wonderful conversation. Part 2 definitely is, he's agreed to do it.
Great.
So we just need to...
Lloyd.
Yes.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Definitely what you're doing is worthwhile. It's just, to have the transparency and to ensure that people are understanding what it is you do and why it's important for not necessarily you as an entertainment attorney, but that they are armed with the correct tools before they jump into something that may be very detrimental to them down the road.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Take care.
Thank you, too.
Oh, yes. God bless you. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to disconnect that call. Disconnect that call with Lloyd. What a conversation, people. And I understand that somebody wants to... I'm not sure if they're going to be calling in or what's next. I'm not sure what's next. It's 9:22, people. I think this is one of the longest times that I've actually spoken to someone, an hour and a half. But it was needed. Definitely there is a need for this information that's out there. And I'm hoping that people will now get their act together and do what needs to be done to move the business of reggae in the Caribbean, in Africa, and English and French and Spanish-speaking countries to where it needs to be. I mean, look at the sacrifices. It seemed like 2 seconds, right, Ruddy? It really did. Look at the sacrifices that people like Culture have made. And this is a call that's coming in. Let me just see if I can pick up this and put it online just like this. So bear with us, people. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Pearson.
Yes, hello. Who is this?
This is Mindful 13 Record.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, Mr. Francis?
First, I must congratulate you on the wonderful interview I did.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
Big up you two and
we try.
And I want to really emphasize to my industry that Mr. Lloyd Stanbury, this gentleman has been advocating for all those things that he's speaking of since the 90s in Jamaica, and he was on the IRFM program, Musical Speaking. And it's for too long our industry is not adhering to the principle of the music of the business. And for us in 2014, we going over the same things, trust me, it's a disgrace. This gentleman has been a gentleman, as I'm said. I have cassette with this gentleman talking about intellectual property rights, copyrights, publishing, all these relevance of the industry. And today we are here still not learning.
And you know something, Mr.
You
Francis?
know, I just happy that E2 here can really have him on the program that the world can hear him, you know,
Wow.
and keep re-emphasizing and eradicating and, you know, trust me.
I don't know, because I've been privy to many, many conferences, entertainment conferences, and the artists do not support, they do not show up. They're free events where they're going to learn something. And I guess it's not important to them. So as my granny used to say, let him who have ears to hear, let him hear. So I guess you go with the
Not
artist.
just artists, you know. Every single one of us in the industry, manager, producer,
Everybody involved.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth doing another conference. I don't know how we reach the people that need to be reached. But we know that you, Mightyful Francis, are doing the right thing with your roster of artists. Big up China Nicole, who's there. Great performer. And we're looking forward to seeing her on more stage shows. And by the way, did you send me her music? Let me put you on blast
Well,
right now.
I always send the music, you know, for the woman of reggae. You know, Mightyful 13 has been, this year, I got more like advocating for the females, you know.
And we love
right now
that.
so far has released like 4 female singles for the year, you know, include
Okay.
Jojo Mack, China
Right.
Cole, Michelle Garden, you know.
And those
and a
artists
girl
have been
named Terry,
played.
and, you know, there's more to come because, you know, I know E2 on here have a woman in reggae program and we always support
Yes.
that.
Thank you so much for providing us with that quality production as well. We love that. I want to say thank you very much.
Enough respect to Mr. Sir Clinton Lindsay and the
Absolutely.
Foundation Radio Network. You know.
All of the E2 partners, all of the E2 presenters, they bring you programming that's none other out there like it. And not because I'm sitting here on this platform, we'll have to always give up and give Ed and Michelle maximum respect for having the platform. It's not easy for them. As you know, there is limited support for E2 on air in terms of sponsorship. But, you know, Sheron P is on a mission. We're going to be bringing in those adverts because we need to upgrade things in the studio so that we can bring you the best quality. If we're advocating for the best in the industry, then we have to be at the forefront of bringing that as well. And we're hoping we can partner with people like you, Mightyful 13, to get that going. Are you listening?
Clearly.
Okay, good. All right, it's my time. It's 9:27. Thank you, all of the listeners who logged in.
And keep up the very good work. And big up Ed Robinson, you know.
Yeah, man,
Big up Ed Robinson.
he's round the back. He's round the back there.
Big up Ed Robinson.
Doing what he
Mr.
does.
Artisan.
Yes, Michelle and
And have a
Ed.
good night.
Thank you so much, Mightyful, and also to your crew out there who's listening. Thank you so much for bringing in Father Gill to be a part of this. That really is very special for me to know that he was listening to Lloyd Stanbury and this little girl who never ever in her wildest dreams thought that she'd be doing this thing that she loves so much. Of course, Peter Gale, who's here, who's whispering in my ears, and I'm like, Peter, ask the question, ask the question.
I didn't have the phone. I don't want to get a feedback. That's what I was trying to tell them.
Oh, but you see, I couldn't.
Yes,
Anyway, we're gonna. Oh, why am I hearing? I'm hearing something in the background here. I want to say to everyone who participated in this conversation today, all of you who logged in, who persevered, and took. Yeah, everyone who took the time. Peter's ready to go. He's turning off. He's turning off everything. All right, that obviously means that it's our time to leave. And.
The 27th?
Oh, right. So let me promote, though I don't like to do this because it's like then you jinx yourself. What do I have to do with that paper?
No, the 27th will be Don Hopper.
On the 27th of July, we have the special guest on the Conduit show will be Don Harper. And it's kind of a series and a very appropriate follow-on from the conversation that we had this evening with Lloyd Stanbury. He's with Jamstar. And again, if you're affiliated with the music industry at all, this is another conversation, Conduit in conversation you don't want to miss. And today, more than ever, I'm reminded that there is power in the word, and the word is power. Remember that one, people, as we get ready to go. Peter, what do you want to say? You've just been kicked back and just left everything up to me.
There's a lot of questions I would have loved to ask, but the second
but
one,
what?
I'm going to...
You're going to come prepared with your questions? You will not be holding the phone. You'll be asking your questions.
Trust me, man. I think, I know who I'm not. I speak my mind. I think the Jamaican government slack. Period.
That's what I was trying to get him to...
They should have got behind the music for years.
Absolutely.
We should have a museum for years about reggae music. See how up here you have the rock and roll museum and people getting inducted. Why can't we have this?
It's taken a private individual, Roger Stephens, and he's now trying to sell his collection. And this is something that is our history. I don't know if people even... I'm sorry, I get very passionate. So let me tone it down a little bit. I don't know if people read in The Observer recently that the drums from the... not the Scatolites. The ones up in Awarika Hills.
Oh, yeah, talk...
Mystical revelation of Jah. They were burnt in a fire, destroyed. Why were they in somebody's house? Just like that, not in a vault, not in a secure place. The house burned down, and these things.
I'm gonna tell you something else that happened when JBC folded as a thing.
All of that archive.
Somebody sneak out all that archive, and they need to turn them things over because basically we don't have nothing to show the younger generation. You understand? They don't know where the roots of the music is coming from today, and that is one of the problems.
Why they've gone astray. Well, they know, they just don't care. And the music evolves, and we have to give them their time to be creative. But at the same time, these are treasures. When you have a treasure, what do? You care it, you keep it so that the generations to come can appreciate. There is a Jamaican Music Museum.
Well, I
did not know that, Lloyd. Thank you very much for that information. Where is it, Lloyd? There is a Jamaica Music Museum. Where is it? Definitely part 2 we have to come up with, and I can't thank my guest enough for his invaluable information, just judging by the people in the chat room. But guess what? We out of here. We hope that you have a very productive week. Think on the things that you heard today and see. Right, Peter is fired up now. He's coming with the questions, but we're going to definitely maintain that link with Lloyd Stanbury, and we'll bring you the information from him as it comes down the pike, and we'll also let you know. And the forums, the music forums and seminars, they're very important, very vital. We need these information, but we need effective forums, which means that everybody involved in the music industry has to participate and bring what they have to bring to the table. Yes, Lloyd, I told you the friend requests were going to go through the roof already. They're confirming that they sent you friend requests. What are we going to play this evening to get out of here? Let's play we'll start with some Bob Marley. I think it's One World, right? Bob Marley. Let's do it like this. God bless people. God willing, I will see you all next Sunday. No, I will not be here next Sunday. Next Sunday is July the 20th. It's, of course, Jerkfest. So I'm going to be going to Jerkfest, but I'm going to put something together for you that you can log in and listen to. Wow, I was supposed to tell you about Fun in the Sun. I'm going to have to send that promo to Michelle and ask her if she could play it for me. And if you, all the artists who had birthdays recently, if you want the information, then I suggest you check out the E2 on Air website. There's a wealth of invaluable information on there, which even I'm using. So you must know. But if you want to find out what's going on in the music industry, and also just check out some of the other presenters, not just Sheron P, then www.e2onair.com is the place to be. I'm out, people. God bless you. Thank you very much. And we're going to play out like this, if I can remember which thing I got to press up. Okay, this one. All right, I think this one. Okay, wow. Is it playing? It's not playing. Am I pressing the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, madame, si bola da loco sengie. Oh, ma wasa si bola da loco nande. Nande, Nande. Take a look inside